Stay aligned in your purpose and don't lose track of the progress you're making. Let's go. Mindset equals power. Welcome back to In the Cut podcast with Carl
and Chris.
Thank you for joining. As always, we are back for another episode. We were gone last week, but we're back. We are also recording our first YouTube episode, and hopefully y'all enjoy it. Give us some space. It's going to be a work in progress, but just like anything else in life, you have to keep at it to get better. So, let's go. We're back. Chris, you were at BarberCon last weekend.
Yes, last Sunday, y'all. Carl and I, we missed an episode, but it's all right because we're back today. But last Sunday, I went to BarberCon with my wife, and we went to go learn. And we got to see all of the newest tools and products and materials and etc. And I picked up a few products. I got to shake some hands. It was so cool walking through the crowd. There was hundreds of barbers there, and it was so cool because there were times where I would be walking with my wife, and I literally got stopped by random people, bro. And they were almost seemed like I don't want to sound a certain way, but they almost seemed a little starstruck, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, because in the barber world, yes, we are regular folks.
Yeah.
But whenever you're I feel like barbers are just so passionate about the craft that when somebody is good at what they do, you look at them as like a master almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A master at their craft, because that's what they are. And so people were coming up to, and I'm not saying that that's what I am. You know what I'm saying?
But you are a celebrity around here.
But let me tell you, people came up to me and they were like, "Oh my God, hey, are you Icy Cuts?" Yeah, it was like 3 times, man. People came up to me and were like, "You Icy Cuts?" I was like, "Yeah." They were like, "I love your work. I used to work at so and so," or I was literally walking in, some guy was like, "Oh shit," and
Yeah.
He looked at me and I just dapped him up or whatever. And then these 2 barbers. One, his name is Two Throw, the barber, and then the other one's name is Scuddy Cuts. They are barbers in Texas as well. I'm not too sure exactly where they're cutting from. I believe they're in Plano.
Okay.
They're in the Plano area. Yeah, I'm tripping. Both great barbers, and they have a podcast as well, and they usually go to hair shows. And I know that they interview barbers.
Yeah.
And it was so cool because back in the year of COVID 2020, Two Throw, so he's an artist, man. He's really good with his haircuts. He's artistic, but he can draw. And back in the year 2020, he drew he drew out a picture, and he put literally 100 different barbershop names and barber names in this one picture, and he drew it all in font, different fonts, literally just drawing out names.
Yeah.
And he made a dedication post to all of the barbers and barbershops that are going through it right now, because we all had to close down for 3 months.
Yeah.
And he put my name in there.
Oh,
it was just so cool to know at the time. This was in 2020. It was just so cool to think to myself, man, I can't believe, that this barber really thought to put my name amongst these other big barbershops.
Yeah.
I already had a name back then, or I was making a name for myself.
You were, yeah, for sure.
And then he, like I said, so shout out to Two Throw, the barber, and then so they came up to me at the podcast, and they interviewed your boy. They caught me off guard, and they interviewed me. But it was really cool overall. The experience was nice. I picked up a lot of gems. It was so crazy because I did not buy the VIP package. I just went through general admission.
Yeah.
But even through general admission, there was lots of barbers still showcasing their skills, for not charging anything. People just love to cut hair at a barber show. That's what you do there. And so there were many vendors that were allowing barbers to showcase their skills. So I was literally just walking up to different vendors and just sitting there for 5-10 minutes, picking up gems from each one, because as they're cutting, they're explaining what they're doing. And bro, I mean, I literally picked up so many different gems and I brought it back to the suite. And I mean, I even did it on your hair yesterday. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
I picked up, I mean, and that's what's the beauty of these barber shows, is that you get to go and learn, and you get to go and network and grow your name. And
see some new products.
it sees some new products, and it put a fire under me that makes me, that now I'm just like, I can't stop learning. I have to continue my education. And everyone knows this, right? But a lot of times whenever you're doing something in life, you tend to just get into a routine and stop growing. So right now, Icy Cuts is growing. I'm just growing in all areas of my life, and I'm excited about my barber career, because I'm about to take it to the next level. And it's not just going to be on one side in one area of my life. Like, my barbering career is about to grow, and I can feel it. And if you are my client, stay tuned for what's to come in the next year, because I'm going to grow my brand, and I'm going to grow as a person, and everything's just going to get better for everyone.
Yeah, for sure. You're stepping it up, bro. You had a great little weekend. And of course, I had a lot of family time. I did a lot of thinking. Of course, like Chris said, I'm working on myself too. We both are in the gym, folks, every day, for sure, Monday through Friday.
Yep.
Look, guys, we are developing not only our body, but our minds, our spiritually, our emotions. We're trying to perfect what we're doing in life, and so we can live what we're teaching to y'all.
Exactly.
And y'all need to be on the lookout. You need to get on this journey, because this journey is about to get bigger within the next few years. I'm just going to give y'all that little tip. It's going to get bigger. We got things in store.
We do.
And I think you need to be on the train before it gets leaving the station there.
Yep.
But look, guys, we're trying to talk to you today real quick. So as you know, the more you progress in life, the more you take actions to better your life, positive. You try to structure yourself, discipline. All that's great, but what happens is, no matter how you look at it, some kind of negative or temptations end up coming your way.
Yes.
Completely. And so what we're talking about is staying aligned with your purpose, no matter temptations, negative outlooks. Stay on that map that was designed from your structure.
Yes.
And keep with it.
Yes. Some people call them, you're going to have test days, days where days where your mind is foggy. And let's say you've been on the right track for a couple weeks now. You've been doing good. You've been eating right. You've been waking up at a specific time every day. You've been getting your workouts. You've been filling up your mind with positive things. You've been making sure that all your relationships with all the people that you love around you are good. Out of nowhere, life is going to come at you, man. And it's going to try to knock you off of your tracks, because that is what happens in this. It's normal. It happens. We call them test days, or we call them character building days, right? Yep. And so what happens is that little voice in the back of our head, or that old version of you, your mind will start to play games with you, and it'll want to, like, for what happens to me personally, I'll speak on my experience. It kind of like, I think back on how I used to be, and I cringe about it. I'm like, man, I can't believe I used to be that way. But I feel like sometimes that little voice in the back of my head will tempt me to want to go and do, things that I used to do. And that is when the real you have to know in your mind that it's not real. I mean, it is, but you can't let that little voice get in the way of all of the progress that you've made or that you're going to make. So you got to remember to stay on track. And there's many things that you could do to switch the mind. And I talked about this before with Miguel Romo, which is give yourself 5 seconds. If you find yourself doing really good, and out of nowhere, you're having just one of those days where your mind has been foggy, well, first of all, try to give yourself 5 seconds to, like, flip that thinking process and try to uplift yourself, tell yourself good things, because it works. If you're thinking bad, all you have to do is be like, don't think that way, and say positive things to yourself.
Well,
This-
and something else real quick is do not, and when you're doing this, it's not, sometimes it can, you could be fine. It could be people trying to attack you because you're on the right track.
Yeah, and that's another thing. But pretty much what I'm saying is, guys, you got to instantly switch your thinking process. If you find yourself having those negative thoughts, slap yourself out of it. I mean, literally, if you got to slap yourself out of it, slap yourself out of it, and don't let yourself go down that rabbit hole.
Switch back
of negative thinking, and switch back to that positive thinking. And there's a few things you can also do. Like I listened to this guy, and he says one of the things he likes to do is he likes to drop down to the floor and hit 100 push-ups. I mean, you don't got to do 100, right? But you start off by doing 10, 20 push-ups. I mean, if you're thinking about something negative, you're starting to go down a rabbit hole. Imagine by doing some push-ups, you're going to be like, man, I'm tired. You're not going to be thinking about that.
Yeah, it kind of leaves your mind.
Yep, and you're doing something good for the body. So you could either do 100 push-ups. You could be like, you know what? Let me go outside and get a breath of fresh air. Go for a walk. Do something. Don't allow yourself to drown in that pool of negativity. Make sure that if you're having one of those test days or character building days, you pass the test, because I personally feel that when you're having those days, that is life trying to test you to see if you're ready for what's next to come. And I think either you're going to pass or you're going to fail. And I think that, in life, you can either stay the same, we all know this, or you can continue to grow. But if you want to grow, you have to be willing to go to war.
For sure.
You got to go to war. You got to fight for your life. You got to fight for what you want in life. And if you want more, you have to do better. You can't stay the same and want more. You have to do better to get more.
Yeah.
Right? So
that's a great point on you did. Chris did a great job for y'all, just talking about yourself and how you need to fight your own self on this stuff.
You do.
And so now all I'm going to dig into is the other side of it. You're going to have people who are not going to like you, and it's not them doing it on purpose. It's just part of what happens in the world. You're doing great. They see you on Instagram. Let's say you're posting some good reels about yourself, trying to be motivated, positive, trying to impact other people. You're going to have them people who are going to write on there some nasty comments, something negative. Your job is, first, do not respond to that message. 2, ignore it, and if you need to delete it off your comment block, delete it. Do not give in to them haters, because they're going to hate you because they do not like their own life. They do not like the way they're living.
People will hate on
For sure.
anything. It's not even just about motivational. I posted a haircut video on TikTok the other day, and some random person made fun of my client because of the size of their forehead.
Bro.
What is that, man?
What's wrong with you people?
Yeah.
God dang.
It's just so negative, and it was literally a haircut about me educating on how I do a certain service. And they had the nerve to get on there and say something about, I deleted that comment because for one, I don't want that under my post, and 2, I don't want my client to see that. That's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing, and oh man,
So
good God, y'all gotta start spread some kindness. People gotta get with it. If you're listening to this and don't normally listen to us, listen to me right now. Stop whatever the fuck you're doing and get your life right and focus on you first before you start commenting on other people's videos.
So Carl and I, Carl's talking about posting because, for one, Carl and I, we post a lot of stuff to social media. We post our workouts. We post our
Life.
speeches, our mindset, the way we think, our daily lives. And so that's why we're talking about that. If you are somebody who likes to live under the radar, who likes to live in silence, that's perfectly fine.
Yes.
Nobody's saying anything to you. So I don't think people should be saying anything to us.
Yeah.
It's our choice. It's our life. You should not be worrying about whatever the fuck it is that we have going on. Worry about yourself. Focus on your own bag. Focus on your own money. Focus on your own health. Focus on your family. Don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing.
Nope.
If you see me on social media lifting weights, pumping iron, looking swole as fuck, let me live. You know, I'm not telling you nothing
Nope.
about whatever the fuck it is you got going on. So mind your fucking business.
Exactly. And honestly, it should be motivating you, honestly, no matter who you are. You should be able to look and be like, man, I can do that. But most people's happy people around here.
And that is why we are posting on social media,
Yes.
y'all. Carl and I are posting on social media because we want to share our journey with y'all. It's not to look fucking cool, even though we do look cool. It's not to try and boast, you know,
No.
or it's literally
We're showing you it's possible.
Motivational purposes only, and showing you that it's possible.
Yep.
And another thing, it holds me accountable.
Yes.
Personally, it does. Like, knowing that I post every day about me going to the gym, it holds me accountable. And you know what? My clients come in every day and be like, man, I see you be doing them 5 a.m. workouts. You're fucking right, I do.
Yep.
And so that means people are seeing it.
They see it. I see them liking our stuff.
And it's and since we've been on this journey, y'all, we have had people tag us in some of their stories showing that they're actually doing what we're talking.
Yes, for sure.
We've had people want to join us in the gym. I've had many people want to talk to me about going on runs with me, people joining me in the gym. Now, you know, and so that's what we're doing it. We're doing it so we can influence others to do better for themselves. And because there's so much bullshit on social media, we were like, fuck it, why not post
some positive stuff, motivational stuff.
Yeah, I think what it is that people that we know, or that people that think they know us,
yes,
they see us regular folks doing this shit, living this shit, and they don't like it.
Yep.
You know, they don't like it because they're not doing it. And that's their, and that speaks truth right there. And it shows that they need to get their they need to check themselves.
Yes, for sure.
If you find yourself hating on somebody that you know maybe, and you see that they're elevating, doing better, and you hate on them, you have some hate in your heart, man, and you need to fucking you need to fucking
you need Jesus first.
Jesus. No,
I mean, you're gonna have to get on yourself.
You need to work on yourself.
Yeah.
Work on your mind, work on
if stuff like that bothers you, evidently you need to work on yourself. That's what I look at. If something like that bothers you, you are not set where you want to be set.
Yeah.
So start working on yourself before you make comments, or just say something to somebody. Think about what you're about to say and say, am I saying this because I really don't like them? Or am I saying this because it's making me upset because I need to be doing this?
It's usually what it is.
Yes.
It's usually what it is. You know, when people hear other folks talking about some real shit, and it gets under people's skin because you're probably talking about you, you know, or you probably fit the shoe, you know. So if that makes you feel uncomfortable, either turn that shit the fuck off or work on yourself.
So look, guys, we've got self-negativity or self-doubt affecting you. You gotta stay away from that. You've got others outside negativity, distractions coming out. Now we're going to throw in some temptations. So let me tell you right now, I'm going to look at you the best I can. These cameras are a little weird, but it's all right. Look, temptations. And I know this is going to upset some of y'all, but let me tell you right now, you've got a few temptations that are bothering you and you don't realize it. For one, you're giving into drinking. For two, you're giving into smoking. For three, and that's smoking cigarettes or weed, people.
Yep.
3, you're giving into pornography, and then you're giving into video games or some kind of other activity that really is not good for you, especially as long as you're doing it. So look, get out. Them temptations may not seem like temptations because you're so used to doing them. You've settled yourself into a normal state to where you think that's part of your daily life. It's not. It's actually holding you back. If you're in the gym or if you're trying to build yourself, those things are actually those things are actually drowning you in your progress. You cannot make progress with those things in your system.
If you're somebody who's in the gym wanting to grow your muscles, grow your body, just know, if you go to do a workout and you decide to go have a drink later that night, you just fucked all that up. Completely. If you go smoke a cigarette, you just affected your muscle growth.
Yep.
Smoking affects your muscle growth. It's fucking facts. Look it up.
It is. And I know we're probably going to offend some people, but it is what it is.
Video games. If you're just sitting down on the fucking couch all day playing video games, drinking a fucking Coke and eating some Cheetos.
Yep.
You're wasting your fucking time.
There's more to life than that,
There's
people.
more to life than that.
Good
you can have
God.
fun doing other shit. Now, If that's truly what makes you happy is video games, turn the fucking podcast off. This isn't for you.
No, this is not the podcast for you because we're not teaching you that.
No.
Temptations are real, and people look at temptations as something they're not used to seeing. Something when they go, "Oh, they don't look at what they're actually living is some temptations."
I have a lot of clients who drink a little,
Yeah,
not a lot. They kind of drink it at night just to kind of relax themselves.
yes,
I'm not mad at y'all. I get it. If that's a way to
relax. I
relax.
guess.
But you know what that is at the end of the day, you guys? It's dependency.
It is, bro.
You're depending on that shit.
You and myself have been sober for what, 2 months now?
Going on 2 months. But even before that, y'all, I was rarely having drinks.
Yep.
1 to 2 drinks a month. It wasn't anything.
It feels so much better though.
So I'm talking to people who rarely drink. I get it. I've been there before.
I was there too.
Carl and I, we're talking from experience. We're not just getting on here to fucking get on y'all's ass. No, we lived this shit before.
No.
And
Yeah.
where did it get Carl and I?
Nowhere.
No fucking where.
Wasted money, that's for sure.
Wasted money, shit bodies, shit mind, right? So if you are somebody who likes to drink at night or have a drink or go for that cigar smoke at night, bro, at the end of the day, that's dependency. You're depending on it, and that is weakness. Weakness in the mind and weakness in the body. And you have to be able to go to sleep without needing anything. You know what I mean?
A good glass of water.
A good glass
lay
of water.
down, maybe watch
Because
you a
at
little
the end of the
movie.
day, it's going to better your health, you guys. It's going to better your mind. It's going to better your health, and it's going to help you get on the right track to live a healthier lifestyle and
Straight up.
and have a healthier mindset, a healthier outlook on life, just healthier everything, And if this isn't for you guys, man, like I said, turn the podcast off and go listen to some motherfucker who wants to talk about smoking cigars and
Yes.
drinking, because that's not what we're here to do.
Yeah, get rid of it. And if you have somebody who actually wants to listen to it, share it with them. Because people who are listening to this and actually take in from what we're talking about are going to grow. I promise you, because we are a living testament that you will grow if you. We are not educational people. We are not doctors. We are not lawyers. We are not none of that. We just telling you, we're living what we're teaching you. So if you follow kind of what we're talking about, you're going to see change. Guys, I've been in the gym for only 4 fucking weeks. And on my physical side of it, I have gained so much muscle and mindset.
Yeah.
It's 4 weeks, people. That ain't very long.
You know what that does to you guys? When you tell yourself that you are going to wake up at a specific time every day and be at a place every day, you are building self-trust because you're keeping your own word.
Yep.
That is so key, you guys.
Holding yourself accountable.
You're holding yourself accountable.
Then once you get a wolf pack with you.
And then whenever you when you get a wolf pack with you and you get somebody to go with you, that even holds you more accountable. But there's a lot of people who will tell themselves every day, I'm going to get this done. And then at the end of the day, they didn't get it done. And what that does is you're just telling your inner self, you can't count on yourself. You can't trust your own word. And so that is why so many people procrastinate in life. They procrastinate at things they really want to do.
The goals they want to achieve.
Yep. Because, and so if you're like that, you guys, how the fuck do you expect anyone to trust you? Trust your word? Especially if you're a man who has a family, a man who has a wife. I'm not perfect, you guys.
Nobody is.
Nobody's perfect. But I'm getting better every day, man. And and life is getting a little bit easier for me because I'm choosing to do the harder things in life. My life is getting a little bit easier for me. If you take the easy route, you guys, if you take the easy route in life, you watch 5-10 years, life is going to get hard for you.
Straight up.
With your physical, with your mental, with your finances, with your relationships. But if you do the hard things right now, life will get easier for you. If you work hard, if you put your head down and grind and build up that business, if you put your head down and grind and work on your physical, build up that body, focus on your finances,
yes,
focus on your relationships with your mom, your brothers, your fathers, which I'm doing myself right now.
Yep. Change that mindset.
Change that mindset. Be more positive.
Dig into your spiritual side, your emotions.
Dig into your spiritual side, your emotions. I know not a lot of people in today's world a lot of people are lost.
They are. They're completely lost.
You know, and I speak from experience. But there's still hope, you guys. There's still hope in this world to live a good, purposeful life and just do good for yourself and for your family.
Yes.
And for the people around you. That is what I got today, y'all.
And that's about all you're going to get today. So look, stay aligned with your purpose. Don't let temptations come in your way. Don't let self-negativity, outside negativity, self-doubt, outside doubt, whatever. Don't let any of that bring you down. Replace it with something positive. Try to do something to get it off your mind and uplift yourself every day. Words of affirmation to yourself every day and to your family members. If you have kids, give them words of affirmation before they go to school. What you got, Chris?
Really quick, I wanted to say this, you guys. People, if you get on this journey and you start to do what we're talking about, you are going to have people look at you, your closest people.
Oh, bro.
Your friends,
yes.
your family. They're going to look at you like you're crazy.
Yep. And they're going to probably call you crazy.
They're going to call you crazy. You are not crazy, guys.
No.
We are here with you. It's the people. The reason people are like this is because it's the truth and it hurts them.
Yes.
You guys, don't get discouraged. Stick to the script. Stay on your journey.
Make it look. There's only Chris. There's only a few percentage of the world that gets into this, and once they unlock it, it's mind blowing. And you can change your life from just that flip of a mindset. But a lot of people don't want to do that, and when they hear other people doing it, they really get upset because they know they need to do it or they've been wanting to do it, but they decide not to. So when someone else close to them does it, it's like Chris said, it's hurtful. It's kind of like, okay, he's doing something I should have been doing. Why am I not doing it with them? And so people are going to get a little upset. You're going to have to just bypass that. Eventually, majority of the time, they will hop on the train with you. It's going to be a while, but if they don't let that bring you down. Just keep doing you.
If you have somebody in your life and you're trying to uplift them and bring them up and they're just not hearing it, and maybe it's time for you to distance yourself a little bit.
Yes.
Not saying you have to stop talking to anyone, but give people some time to work on themselves and you go and work on you.
Yes, and build you a circle. That's the same mindset.
Build your circle.
Tap into me and Chris. Write us. We'll talk with you.
Blood does not make you family, you guys.
No, it does not. We have no problem.
At the end of the day, we're all human and we're all connected. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And that's the truth.
So look, we're gonna wrap this up. It was a quick. We like to be powerful. We like to be quick. So look, we've got something new for you. It's gonna be a thing we do every time we end the show. So I want you to listen to this carefully when I tell you this. Mindset ignites power. Discipline fuels the journey, and structure designs the map. Don't forget that. Put that into your notes for daily living.
Yep.
We appreciate y'all, and we love y'all. Peace. Mindset equals power.